Okay, Becky, you're on.
Thank you. Good evening. I'd like to call the City of Menasha Administration Committee meeting to order. Clerk Kramer, could we have the roll, please?
Uh-oh.
She's not back.
Clerk Kramer? Could we have the roll, please?
I'm on now. Alderman Schmidt,
Here.
Alderman Tom Grady.
Here.
Alderman Tom Grady. Okay. Alderman Ted Grady.
Here.
Alderman Rapella.
Here.
Alderman Nichols.
Here.
Alderman Taylor.
Here.
Alderman Sevenik.
Here.
Alderman Langdon.
Here.
All are present.
Thank you. The first item of business this evening is to approve the Administration Committee meeting minutes from August 17th, 2020. Is there a motion? Alderman Rapella?
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes from the meeting that Alderman Nichols mentioned.
From
Second.
August. And we have a second from Alderman Ted Grady. Any discussion? Seeing none, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, nay. Minutes are approved. We have one action item this evening, and that is the municipal property insurance policy renewal from Impact. And Attorney Captain, would you like to briefly review this, please?
Yes, we received the declaration and the renewal policy quote for 2021 in the amount of $44,927. Each year when we receive this, we do send out the list of all of our property to department heads to ask for any adjustments. And that was done this year. We did remove the public works facility because the main building has been demolished, and the property insurance on it currently is through builder's risk. And I have had discussions then with the insurance company to just, because the new building won't be fully completed until we're shortly into 2021. But there'll be just a little bit of a discount, obviously, and then as soon as the building is operational and we're using it again, or using the new building, then there'll be an adjustment that is made. But it is expected to be close to this particular premium.
And what is the change from last year, Attorney Captain? In the amount, the premium?
Let me take a, let's see. I think it was about 5,000 more.
Okay.
Is what I want to say, because as I was preparing the budget for 21, I initially put in a larger amount, thinking that there may be a slight increase. And as I recall, it was close to 50,000. And then shortly after I inserted that amount, of course, I received the actual policy quote and then was able to change the dollar figure. So it's approximately 45,000.
Okay, thank you for that. Are there any questions about this? Seeing no questions, we'll look for a motion to approve the 2021 municipal property insurance policy renewal in the amount of $44,927. Alderman Rapella,
Thank you very much, Alderman Nichols. I'll make the motion to approve the renewal from Impact on the 2021 year of $44,927.
I'll second.
we have a motion from Alderman Rapella and a second from Alderman Ted Grady to approve the renewal. Are there any questions? Seeing none, Clerk Kramer, could we have the roll, please?
Alderman Schmidt,
Aye.
Alderman Tom Grady,
Aye.
Alderman Ted Grady,
Aye.
Alderman Rapella,
Aye.
Alderman Nichols,
Aye.
Alderman Taylor,
Aye.
Alderman Sevenick,
Aye.
Alderman Langdon.
Aye.
Motion carries 8-0.
Thank you. And with no other business, we'll look for a motion to adjourn. Alderman Rapella,
I'll make a motion to adjourn our meeting tonight.
Second.
a motion from Alderman Rapella and a second from Alderman Ted Grady. All in favor signify by saying aye.
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 We are adjourned.
Nice job, Becky.
We are recording, Stan. Do we want to keep going into the next committee?
Yeah, go right ahead. It's still recording. So.
Is everybody okay to go? Okay. Tonight I'd like to call the Board of Public Works Committee to meet to time. Clerk Kramer, could we have a roll call, please?
Alderman Schmidt,
I'm here.
Alderman Tom Grady,
Aye. Here.
Alderman Ted Grady,
Here.
Alderman Rapella,
Here.
Alderman Nichols,
Here,
Alderman Taylor,
Here.
Alderman Sevenick,
Here.
Alderman Langdon.
Here.
All are present.
Thank you. First on our meeting tonight is the to approve the minutes from the Board of Public Works meeting on October 5th, 2020. Do I have a motion? Alderman Taylor.
Thank you, Chairman. I'll make a motion to approve the minutes of October 5th, 2020.
Second.
Motion by Alderman Taylor, second by Alderman Ted Grady. All those in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Right.
Aye. Nay. Aye. Minutes are approved. Thank you. Tonight, we have one discussion / action item, and that this is the sanitary sewer interceptor ownership. Director Adam, if you could give us a talk on that, please.
Sure. Thank you, Chair.
Yeah.
What you have here, in the city, we have 3 interceptors that run through the city that transport our wastewater to the sewage plant. There are 2 of them that we are looking at taking on ownership this evening. There is a 3rd one, just for everyone's information, that is a shared pipe that does transport wastewater from both Fox Crossings and the town of Harrison. We're not quite ready to take on that ownership. There needs to be some more discussion there, but right now we're only looking at taking over 2 of them. And that would be the Lake Shore interceptor, which is Exhibit A or Exhibit B, and then the Garfield Avenue interceptor, which is Exhibit A. And this the sewage treatment, or the sewage commission, has been in discussion with us for a number of years, and the rationale behind it is sort of twofold. One is their function is treating wastewater, whereas us, the municipalities, our function is really to collect and transport the wastewater to the treatment plant. I mean, we already have miles of pipe under the ground, and the other part of this is that any maintenance, any repairs, any reconstruction for these pipes, although they are the ownership or currently owned by the Menasha Sewage Commission, all costs, all those costs would be passed along to us. It is the responsibility of the municipality that they serve, and in addition to that, we are currently participating in the maintenance of these lines, the cleaning, locating, bypass pumping. We have some issues out on Lake Crest, and by taking on the ownership of these, it provides us with some control as to what maintenance activities are to be performed, and ultimately then that enables us to control the costs of these types of activities. I don't know if Corey has anything you'd like to add. Go ahead, Corey.
Corey, you're on? Dr. Corey?
Corey's having some mic issues.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay,
Alderman Langdon,
yes,
um,
yes, Attorney Cap.
if I could just interject, it's my understanding that for 2021, and correct me if I'm wrong, Adam, I think you mentioned that they have some planned work. They meaning the Sewage Commission, and whenever they have planned work, the city of Menasha doesn't have necessarily input into how that's being done, who's doing it, the cost, etc.
Correct.
But we do get billed for it.
Correct. Again.
And, oh, go ahead, Adam.
Yeah, correct. If looking at their budget, they do have funds allocated for the Lakeshore interceptor. We did reach out to the sewage treatment plant, Mr. Rob Frank, and they wanted to, like us, because we have had some issues up on Lake Crest with this section of pipe, had some plans to do some preliminary engineering and televising. Well, we too, because we are the folks that do get called when we do have some issues up there, and we are the ones that do respond to our residents up there, have also looked at doing some investigating, doing some research in regards to that. And again, back to what Attorney Captain is saying, is that, I mean, the only reason that we knew about this is that I happened to see it in the budget that wasn't shared with us. And as she had indicated, we weren't consulted and haven't been. This way, by taking on the ownership, we do have control of not only what's being done, but then the cost of what is to be performed as well.
Thank you, Adam. See, Corey's still not on. Does anybody, yeah, Alderman Ted Grady.
I don't know if Attorney Captain asked the question, or are you satisfied with what was said here?
Yes, I just recalled that Director Alex had informed me about some work that was anticipated in 2021. And it, you know, what they were planning on doing was something that we would not have done. We would be going about it in a different fashion. But yet, if ownership remains with the Sewerage Commission, you know, they'll do what it is that they want to do, and however that they want to take care of the issues, and then just bill us without our input.
Thank you, Attorney Captain. Alderman Taylor.
Thank you, Chair.
Yes.
Serving on the commission, I think this is a good choice for the city to move forward with this. And I appreciate Adam holding back on the third leg of the system, because that system is shared by both villages. And after 6th Street, it really does put a stress on our whole system. And I think there's going to have to be a different formula or more of a shared responsibility with that, because when you have those two villages all of a sudden loading up our system and putting a whole different capacity on our system, and then if something happens because that extra loads in our system, if something fails, it would be fair to the city of Menasha for us just to fix that. So the third one, we're going to have to take some time here, look at all the possibilities, and I appreciate Adam, Director Adam, holding back on that decision on the third interceptor. Thank you.
Thank you. Alderman Nichols.
Thank you.
Yes.
I just want to back up a little bit and learn more about how this process works right now. We've established that currently they own the interceptors and they maintain them. I just need to better understand how it works currently.
Director Corey.
Can you hear me now?
You're on? Yes. We hear
All
you.
right. So to answer Alderman Nichols' question, currently the interceptors are owned by the treatment plant. As far as any maintenance, they are responsible for the maintenance of those, but it is a direct bill back for whatever costs are incurred. As an example, there was a manhole a couple of years ago. It's actually within the graphic packaging facility. The casting, they wanted to replace the casting. We basically had no say in whether that casting should be replaced or shouldn't be replaced. I did not feel it was worthwhile replacing, but that doesn't matter. They own the system. They turn around, bring in someone. They replace the casting and send us a bill for $5,500. If that was a casting within our roadway, with our personnel, you know, we'd be looking at a few $100 to replace that casting. So that's the difference. If they want to come in and they see a slight leak on a pipe, it might not warrant doing any type of maintenance in my mind. We're talking very large diameter pipe, so any type of a spot liner or a grouting process, things of that nature, whoever their consultant or engineering firm would be could come in and sell them on a product, and we would basically have no say in that maintenance or that type of repair to that pipe. You know, we could be talking tens of thousands of dollars with this size of pipe. It's not easy access, similar to what we've done a lot of in the past. You would basically be required to dig off the top cone section of any of these manholes just to be able to get access to get this type of repair equipment in the manholes. That's just the sheer size of this type of stuff to get into this diameter of pipe. It's we have the ability to control the costs. We have the personnel, we have the knowledge. We have the consultant that we've done a lot with. If we have questions, that we can bounce ideas off. I think this is in our interest to own this interceptor. They're looking right now to duplicate some of the same stuff that we've already done with like the Lake Crest interceptor, things of that nature. As far as televising and you know, right now currently we clean the Lake Crest interceptor or the Lakeshore interceptor. We've done a fair amount of televising and cleaning on the Garfield interceptor, just as part of our general maintenance. You know, things of that nature, we're already doing it. Again, it's in our interest to own it.
Is there maintenance of the system, their maintenance and ownership of the system accounted for in the fees that we charge our residents?
Yes.
Yes, because either we're out there doing the cleaning, or if they brought someone in to do the cleaning or do some additional televising or something of that nature, we're already responsible for that. You know, I wouldn't anticipate increasing our sewer rates because we're now managing more pipe, because we're already doing that, you know.
I think therein lies one of the big questions for me, is if that is already incorporated into our rates that go, the sewer rates that go directly to the commission. So if we then take ownership of those, wouldn't there be less money going to the commission?
That doesn't go directly to the commission. It would go to the commission if they do repairs, and they haven't been doing those repairs. They haven't been doing the diggers hotline locates that come in. The Lake Crest sewer, the Lakeshore sewer, there's been some issues with bypass pumping over the last handful of years. You know, we've done that. So we're already managing the system. Our fee that we pay the treatment plant does not incorporate that. If they come in and they want to start managing the Lakeshore interceptor, they're going to then in turn around and bill us for stuff that we've already duplicate what we've already done in the knowledge base that we already have with that system.
Yeah, but they set the rates. And if we are simply billed, then where does that money come from?
I'm sorry, I didn't. They set the rates.
They set the rates.
No. Actually, we set the rates, Alderman Nichols, the sewage rate, based upon our costs of providing that utility. They provide us with a budget as to what we normally pay on a monthly or an annual basis, and that's what kind of gets factored into our rates.
There's no incentive necessarily for them to fix this pipe.
Well, let me just cut to the chase and rephrase the question here. Other than owning it and maybe saving, you know, you gave an example of $100, you stated some things could be in the tens of thousands of dollars. What would be the benefit to the city for taking ownership of these pipes?
I think a lot of benefit. We control the costs. They could come in and arbitrarily tell us there is a small joint or a joint in a pipe that has a minor amount of mineral deposits on that joint. We want to go in and we want to grout that pipe because we think there's infiltration coming in there. Okay, there probably is infiltration coming in at that joint, but at what cost? Okay, I forget exactly the fee that we pay for clear water at the treatment plant now. You know, yes, we want to eliminate the infiltration and the clear water entering our system, but at what cost? If they come in on a 30-inch pipe, 33-inch pipe and say you need to do this, this, and this, and we want to approach it from a different standpoint, we have no say in that. They're going to hire a consultant at whatever rate they want to hire that consultant, and whichever consultant that they want to hire. It might be someone that we don't trust. It might be someone that we don't agree with.
Are there other benefits?
What's that?
Are there other benefits, additional benefits, other than controlling costs?
This is Adam. If I want to just jump in again and indicate once again, they're in the business of treating sewage, and that's what they're geared for. That's what they do. They have all the testing equipment down there. They're monitoring, measuring. But, you know, we're good at, and what we do is we do manage, you know, miles of pipe in addition to what we're looking to take ownership of, and that is something that we're good at and what we do on a daily basis almost, and they do not. So I think that to me is also a benefit.
And where I'm coming from is you're talking about changing a system that's been in place for decades. And so, and it seems to have been working up until this point. And so, I need you to convince me that this is really in the best long-term interest of the city.
Can I ask, other than controlling costs, why would there be reluctance in owning this pipe? We already manage miles of pipe. So we're controlling the costs. That's what we hear, that you want us to control costs and expense and things of that nature. And we have been doing that with this pipe in conjunction with the treatment plant. That's kind of been our unwritten agreement with them. Now the treatment plant wants to say, hey, we want you to own this pipe for, you know, like Adam said, they're in the business of treating water. They have to have a CMOM the same as we do. Our CMOM states maintenance on pipes and managing. This is how we manage our system. We manage pipe. Now, if you take the treatment plant, they have to have a CMOM, no different than we do. How do they manage their system now? If they have to manage pipe, that's another entity that they have to manage. Their CMOM now is larger, and they're now responsible to the DNR to manage that portion of that.
You mentioned that they have asked us or requested us to take ownership of these.
We've been in discussions, and they've been asking for, since Mark Radke was here. We've been in conversations with them about things of that nature.
I
Okay,
can
well,
answer that question.
Attorney Captain? Attorney Captain, go ahead.
They have been asking for years, and we have consistently said absolutely not. Why would we want to do that? Why would we want to take that on? And they were able to convince the other communities to take on that responsibility and to take on ownership, that being Nina and I'm trying to think, is it Fox Crossing as well?
Fox Crossing, yep.
Yeah. And so we are the ones left, and so they do have the ability to make it difficult for the city in regards to they don't want it anymore. They don't want ownership. It doesn't do them any good. They just pass it on to the city, and they have the ability to make us pay for it if all of a sudden they start deciding what kind of repairs and maintenance are going to be done on the interceptor, and then just bill us for it. But we had been telling them no, 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 no. And then with the other communities taking ownership, we were the only ones left, and they're still trying to push that. So, you know, we can say no, and then we fall back into, you know, how are they going to react to that?
One of the items too that over the years we brought up numerous times was in regards to easements. A lot of these pipes run kind of cross country. You know, they cut through the Bonta Gilbert site. They go through different areas. And we had requested easements, documentation, and they kind of always said, yeah, we have easements, we have easements, we have easements. And it took them a while to put all of those documents together, and they've turned those documents over to us, or copies of those documents, you know, indicating their easements for these pipes in these areas. So that was one thing that we requested over the last number of years, in addition to kind of some of what Pam is indicating also.
Do we currently pay for replacement of interceptors? Do they charge us for that as well?
No, they would charge us when they do it. So they
Yeah.
could come in, like Adam had indicated earlier, they put stuff in their budget to do a bunch of work on the Lakeshore Interceptor, and they failed to tell us about it. So we would have had zero money in our budget for that. And even if we don't take ownership today, they still could proceed forward with that work next year. And we don't have money in the budget specifically, or the proposed budget for 2021 specifically for doing additional work up there.
Are there other communities in the system that have shared interceptors, like the third one that we've talked about?
So that interceptor north of 6th Street is owned by the village of Fox Crossing, because the city of Menasha does not have any sewer that comes into that interceptor until you reach 6th Street. From 6th Street, it is broke down. The village of Harrison and the village of Fox Crossings have an agreement for the portion of the interceptor north of 6th Street, with Fox Crossings being the owner.
6th Street.
All right, I'm going to listen to other folks and maybe need some clarifying questions when.
Alderman Sevenick, you're up.
Thank you, Chair. I don't know,
Yes.
Alderman Taylor, were you going to make a motion, or did you have
No,
something further?
I was just going to add something, but go ahead if you want to make a motion.
Okay, thank you. Oh, of course, way to go, Stan. I lost my spot. Go ahead, James. You go first, and then I'll do that. I'll look back to my agenda. Somehow I went looking at the 6th Street map, and then I lost my place.
Well, Corey and Adam are right, and Attorney Captain. At this point, we don't have any say in things. And I noticed, being on the commission, that they use a lot of different contractors that we're not familiar with. And our knowledge in the city of Menasha with Corey and Adam and our department, how they do things, is second to none, and very cost savings too. And so I see an opportunity here that we're going to save dollars when something happens, and also we're going to be in charge of our budgeting on different items. And again, this other system, that's going to take a little more, because we're all sharing that system after 6th Street, and we got to probably come up with making that a third, or a third for each community or something after that. But I can make a motion, if you don't mind, that the city of Menasha assumes ownership
of the Garfield and Lakeshore interceptors.
I'll second.
Okay, I have a motion by Alderman James Taylor, second by Alderman Stan Severnick. Alderman Tom Grady.
I just would like to chime in and agree with James and look to the guidance of our Public Works Department that really knows these issues. I think we're beating this a little bit too much and we should move forward. It's almost a no-brainer.
Thank you. Any other further discussion? I actually have, oh, Corey, go ahead. See
No,
your mic's
sorry, I
on?
just had my mic on yet.
Okay. So no further, I have something, I just want to say that, give my 2 cents that if we can control something, you want to control it. Same thing at home. If you got something you can control, you want to control it. So I am in favor of this. Also, I just wanted to mention that constituent Sandra DeVille Taylor asked in her public comments earlier why we would want to take control of the interceptors. And I hope she's still on and listening. And I hope that with all the discussion, she got her what she was looking for. So with no further discussion, there was a motion and a second. Clerk Kramer, could we take a roll call, please?
Alderman Schmidt,
Aye.
Alderman Tom Grady,
Aye.
Alderman Ted Grady,
Aye.
Alderman Repella,
Aye.
Alderman Nichols,
Aye.
Alderman Taylor,
Aye.
Alderman Sevenick,
Aye.
Alderman Langdon.
Aye.
Motion carries 8-0.
Thank you,
Mr.
Clerk.
Chairman, no further business. I'll move we adjourn.
Got a motion to adjourn. Do I have a second?
I'll second it.
Second by Alderman Randy Repella. Any further discussion? All those in favor of the to adjourn signify by saying aye.
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 Nay. We are adjourned. Thank you.
So, well, I guess we probably should make the motion when we go back, but before everyone gets off of this Zoom meeting or meeting, do you all have the link for the other closed session meeting?
Is that the one you send this afternoon?
Yes. Looks like everyone got a second link. So Tom left. There's Tom.
I did.
We'll call the City of Menasha Common Council meeting back to order.
We have to log out and log back in with the new
Well,
link?
we should make the motion on this one and then we'll log out.
Okay.
Director Schrader, do you have any comments to make regarding the request to detach before we go into closed session? Yes, no, maybe? Director Schrader, you turned your light on, but I don't know if you're there. Did you have any comments to
Can
make?
you guys hear me?
There you're there now.
Can you hear me now?
Yep.
Hello?
Yes,
Mayor Marks, can you hear me?
I can, but you can't hear me apparently.
We can hear you.
He's gotta go over to his office. I don't know how we're gonna do this. We're gonna have to close this out
Yeah, we gotta log out.
and then log into the other one.
Yep.
Right.
But we can't log
Alderman
out of here.
Sevenick, I'm enjoying
don't
your
lose me.
Halloween decorations.
Oh. Yeah,
Becky's already got your beat stand. She's got her Christmas up.
She's got her Christmas going.
She skipped her Thanksgiving.
She's got littler kids, that's why.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just a big kid.
He's upstairs.
Technology
I
is
got my tree
wonderful, right?
downstairs too already decorated. I just carry it up the steps.
So Director Schrader is trying to get his mic to work.
Can you guys hear me yet?
Yes, we can.
Yes.
Yes.
All right, sounds good. So again, just to backtrack a little bit, so there was an item on the October 5th Common Council meeting from the Village of Fox Crossing, basically looking at a land swap between the village and the city in reaction to a request to detach 500 9th Street, the existing Bubba's Pub on the corner of Racine Street and 9th Street. So again, the city has taken, we did have a special Common Council meeting 2 Fridays ago, and basically just looking at what we can do to react to that and possibly provide a counter offer strategically. So that is where I'm at.
Does anyone have questions for Director Schrader before we move to the closed session? Seeing none, does anyone wish to make the motion?
No, I got a question. Sam.
Mark has a question.
Yes, Mark.
Okay, thanks. So yeah, before you go into closed session, these are the 4 options.
Mark, we don't want to discuss the options at this point.
Okay. We can do that in the close.
Yep.
Then you're good?
Mayor, at this time, I'll move to adjourn into closed session pursuant to Wisconsin statute 19.85, parent 1, parent E, deliberating or negotiating the purchasing of public properties, the investigating of public funds, or conducting other specified public business whenever competitive or bargaining reasons require a closed session. Request of Robert R. Smith to attach the 500 9th Street, Menasha, from the Village of Fox Crossing and the Village of Fox Crossing Land Exchange counter proposal.
Is there a second?
I'll second it. With
Excuse me.
just a quick change because Ann said attach and it's detach.
Okay.
Where am I? Wait a second.
You just said detach or you said attach instead of detach
Okay.
in your
Deliberating
motion.
or
So I just wanted to
negotiating
correct that.
purchasing, and whenever competitive bargaining reasons require closed session, detached 500. Okay, thank you.
Mhm. I just wanted to get that clarified. So
Good.
The motion is
So
second.
Mayor, at this time, the motion has been made and seconded. We take a vote and then we close this out and then go into that other email that you sent us, right?
Yes.
yes.
Just so
Okay.
everyone knows that.
Can we have a roll call vote, please?
Alderman Schmidt,
Aye.
Alderman Tom Grady,
Aye.
Alderman Ted Grady,
Aye.
Alderman Rapella,
Aye.
Alderman Nichols,
Aye.
Alderman Taylor,
Aye.
Alderman Stefanik,
Aye.
Alderman Langdon.
Aye.
Motion carries 8-0.